Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today I will show you how I ink and painted this cute little snowman, and for that I did use these ZenArt watercolors, and for the colors I used warm sepia, raw sienna, chromium, oxide, some permanent red and Prussian blue. And also for the brushes I used today this Raphael number 8 round brush and number 1 mop brush. For inking I did use this Micron 03 ink pen. And also I did use this Derwent pastel titanium white to do a little bit more of the details, but if you don't have something like that you can use white acrylic, white gouache, white gel pen, just any white opaque paint that you have. For the paper I used this Canson Graduate. This is 250 grams. It is cold press watercolor paper and also 100% cellulose. So without further ado, let's get to our snowman. So I will be starting with the inking. First I will just go around my sketch and just do those lines that I already have on my sketch, and later on I will embellish it a little bit. By the way, sketch is available for download on my Patreon page, but it's also available for free Patreon members, so you can join my Patreon for free and get access to all the sketches for these winter and Christmas ornaments. So I'll put the link in the description box if you would like to check it out. Like that, and then this part of the scarf and his little hands. Coat or sleeves, and then we have few buttons here and the body and his little boots or legs, like that. And I do have a couple of more here, embellishments like that. And let's just add some more details. So when we start adding our watercolors, these ink will be a little bit covered. So I will probably add, when I finish with the watercolors, I will probably add a little bit more of the ink in some few spots. On his head, also just some few embellishment, and then his little head and face, his eyes. I'm gonna add some there, like that. This is one little cute smiling snowman, like that, and his little nose. And a scarf. Just adding a bit more ink to some parts. To stylize. My drawing, and it's completely up to you how much details you want to add. To your drawing. Like that, and just a bit more. There you go. So cute. And we can also draw in the ground around it. And I just love this. It's like a coloring book, adding these details, and you can just let your imagination draw everything. And I decided to add a few dots here because I can, and why not? We can do whatever we feel like that. Let's just start with our watercolors first. I will just splatter a little bit of the clean water, maybe add it around my snowman. When I start adding watercolors, they might just bleed and create some nice textures. And I will start again with warm sepia and just add a little bit of the Prussian blue to create this grayish tone for my little snowman. A light wash, and I will just start painting again on the right side, adding underneath his head, underneath the scarf, a light wash that grayish. You can also use sepia and ultramarine for this mix. Like that. And I do want to have some a little bit outside the edges, that color, some splatters. And let's paint in the head, and for the head I will be using Prussian blue. Maybe just add a tiny bit of that gray that I mixed. And keep most of the pigment on the right side again. Like that, and I can paint in his sleeves also and his scarf. But for the scarf I will also be using some green. Like that. A bit more. There you go. And for these a little cute details on his head, I'm gonna use some red. Like that. This one is going to be quite colorful snowman. Buttons. I can add a little bit of that bluish also onto his feet. And a bit more of the green on the scarf. Like that. And I'm gonna splatter a little bit of the green around. And let's just, actually before we dry that, I do want to get some more permanent red and then just drop in onto his cheeks. To add some shine there. And let's, or maybe I can add also a bit onto his mouth. And some orange for his little nose. Like that. Let's dry that. Now that this is dry, I will get this little bit larger brush, get some raw sienna, very light wash of raw sienna, and I'm just gonna add some raw sienna to my snowman, just to slightly warm the tone. And a bit more of that darker grayish mixture, like that. Just in parts where the shadows could be. And there you go, so cute. Cute, cute. and a bit more of this red onto his cheek, and a bit more of the raw sienna here onto his head. Like that, and I can add a quite light wash this time. Raw sienna also onto his scarf, and a little bit more of the green. Like that. And I'm also going to add some more of the Prussian blue. On his head. Just some few details like that. For the eyes, I'm going to use a little bit of the yellow. And for his hands, or maybe he has some gloves, so I'm going to use raw sienna for those gloves. A bit more of the warm sepia mixed in. With Prussian blue. Like that. So cute. And let's just get more of that yellow. And just do some few splatters with the yellow. Get a little bit more of the red and splatter tiny bit of that permanent red, like that, for a little cute snowman. And I will now dry that. And now that this is dry, I will get this white pastel and just do a couple of details. You can use here white gouache or white acrylic, just any a big paint that you like. Gel pen is also an option, just to add some few details. In some spots there are going to be more, some are less visible. Like that, just a few details. So cute. And maybe just a tiny bit of the shadows here around the buttons, next to the scarf more, and like that. And maybe just a little bit here. I can get some more of the ink pen, and this step is definitely optional. You can just see if you want to add more details anywhere and just add them if you do want to add them. If not, that's absolutely up to you. Like that. I'm done with my snowman. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today, for inking and painting this cutie with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow we will join in for the next one. I hope you will join me again there. And If you do like this video, please hit the like button, share it and comment. If you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. I have many tutorials here, and I'm sure you will find something for yourself. Also, if you want to check out my Patreon for the free sketch, it is of course an option, and the link is in the description box. Again, thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye!